top 10 easy natural tips to get rid of stomach fat fast. To know how to do so, check out these tips. 1. Eat foods rich in fiber, especially viscous fiber. The best way to get more fiber is to eat a lot of plant foods, like vegetables and fruits. Legumes are also a good source, as well as some cereals like oats. Bottom line, there is some evidence that soluble dietary fiber may lead to reduced amounts of belly fat, which should cause major improvements in metabolic health. 2. Eating more protein may be the best long-term strategy to reduce belly fat. Protein is the most important macronutrient when it comes to losing weight. Not only will it help you lose, it can also help you avoid regaining weight if you ever decide to abandon your weight loss efforts. Bonus tip: consider cooking your foods in coconut oil. Some studies have shown that 30 milliliters, about 2 tablespoons, of coconut oil per day, reduces belly fat slightly. Bottom line, eating enough protein is a very effective way to lose weight. Some studies suggest that protein is particularly effective against belly fat accumulation. 3. Cut carbs from your diet. Carb restriction is a very effective way to lose fat. Low-carb diets also lead to quick reductions in water weight, which gives people near-instant results. A major difference on the scale is often seen within a few days. Just avoiding the refined carbs, white breads, pastas, etc., should be sufficient, especially if you keep your protein high. Bottom line, studies have shown that low-carb diets are particularly effective at getting rid of the fat in the belly area, around the organs and in the liver. 4. Track your foods and figure out exactly what and how much you are eating. What you eat is important. Pretty much everyone knows this. However, surprisingly, most people actually do not have a clue what they are really eating. People think they're eating high protein, low carb or whatever, but tend to drastically over or underestimate. It does not mean you need to weigh and measure everything for the rest of your life, but doing it every now and then for a few days in a row can help you realize where you need to make changes. If you want to boost your protein intake to 25 to 30% of calories, as recommended above, just eating more protein-rich foods would not cut it. You need to actually measure and fine-tune in order to reach that goal. 5. Aerobic exercise is very effective at reducing belly fat. Exercise is important for various reasons. It is among the best things you can do if you want to live a long, healthy life and avoid disease. Aerobic exercise, like walking, running, swimming, etc., has been shown to cause major reductions in belly fat in numerous studies. Exercise also leads to reduced inflammation, blood sugar levels and all the other metabolic abnormalities that are associated with central obesity. Bottom line, exercise can be very effective if you are trying to lose belly fat. Exercise also has a number of other health benefits. 6. Do not eat sugar. And avoid sugar-sweetened beverages like the plague. Added sugar is extremely unhealthy. Sugar is half glucose, half fructose. And fructose can only be metabolized by the liver in any significant amount. When you eat a lot of refined sugar, the liver gets flooded with fructose, and is forced to turn it all into fat. Liquid sugar is even worse in this regard. Liquid calories do not get registered by the brain in the same way as solid calories, so when you drink sugar-sweetened beverages, you end up eating more total calories. Bottom line, excess sugar consumption may be the primary driver of belly fat accumulation, especially sugary beverages like soft drinks and fruit juices. 7. Add strengthening exercises to your routine, such as planking, push-ups, leg lifts, crunches and jogging. High-intensity interval training is where you go hard out for anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, followed by periods of rest where you go very low intensity. The beauty of this aerobic workout is that you spend a fraction of the time, but the theory is that you are getting results from this workout that last long into the next day. 8. Cut back on your salt intake. Decreasing the amount of sodium in the diet can help many people lower their blood pressure. Lowering blood pressure also means you are decreasing your risk for a heart attack or stroke, both of which are common diabetes complications. In general, fresh, unprocessed foods are the lowest sodium foods out there. So, an easy strategy to cut back on sodium is to eat more of these foods and less highly processed foods. Fresh, unprocessed foods include fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, both starchy and non-starchy, dried beans, peas, and legumes. Buying dried beans, peas, and legumes is best since canning adds a significant amount of sodium. Whole grain foods prepared without salt like brown rice, wild rice, oats, quinoa, popcorn, and whole grain barley. Unsalted nuts and seeds. Most fresh or frozen, not processed, cuts of meat, poultry and fish without added salt water or saline. 9. Cut back on your alcohol intake. Alcohol of all types is full of sugar, and sugar leads to fat. If you have managed to cut the sugar out of your life but still indulge in regular alcoholic beverages, you could be sabotaging yourself and not even know it. You may see a study now and then that says one alcoholic drink a day is good for the body because it helps you relax or it thins the blood. But what those studies do not talk about is the cumulative effect that has on the body, and whether or not you'd be better off in the stomach area by not having that drink each day. 10. Get 7 to 8 hours of good sleep every night. This is perhaps the easiest and hardest thing to do for most of us. Doing things in your sleep cannot get much easier, but finding the time in our busy lives to get more sleep can be a challenge. The real struggle is that your deepest and most cleansing sleep comes from getting to bed earlier in the evening. You will be stressed out less, and you will wake up feeling refreshed and ready to greet the day, with more energy throughout the day. The body also repairs itself at night, so you are helping yourself in many different ways just by snoozing.